So we're only about a month away from the release of Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2, and we have so much to talk about. From the end of season live event happening very soon, with the Dark Voyager and also the 7, along with the next season's theme, the brand new Battle Pass, and much more, which we're going to be going over here in today's video. And also all of the insane collaborations making their way into the game with the next season of Fortnite, and honestly, it's looking to be quite crazy. So sit back, relax, as we're going to be going over everything here in today's video. But before we get into that, if any of you guys are picking up anything inside of the item shop for yourself, do consider using my support credit code YTRA, as it greatly supports the channel that extra mile. But just before we do go into that next season's Battle Pass, we do actually have an all-new map change happening in-game right now, with the gold rift now reappearing above Lethal Labs, which is going to be for the return of the Dark Voyager. As we already had a look at this inside of the game files, which you can see right here, this is what it's going to look like most likely this upcoming Saturday. I would be sure to make sure you're online that day if you'd like to see this happen in-game, as it honestly does look insane. Bringing along one of the brand new Zero Shards, which obviously we do know now the Dark Voyager is trying to rebuild the 0 point. And we'll be doing so manually, which you can see right here. This is the next stage of this mini event. And then he will be leaving yet again through another rift, obviously until he's collected all of the 0 shards, which is going to be key to the next season of Fortnite. And then we do also have the Order, who is still locked up underneath Lethal Labs too. And it isn't looking good for her, considering we do know, thanks to one of their most recent Epic Games surveys, it does look like the Order is going to be getting some sort of redesign, and it does look like she's probably going to be corrupted by the last reality, potentially even being one of the major villains of the next season, as we're also going to have the return of the Foundation and also the Visitor on our Fortnite Island within the next Fortnite update, which is also going to be adding in 2 new weapons to the loot pool, one of them being the brand new 7 rifle, which we've already had tons of leaks about, and also a new undisclosed 7 cannon weapon, which most likely will be dropped by the Visitor, in an attempt to obviously stop the Dark Voyager and most likely rescue the Order. But we've played Fortnite long enough, we know things never end up to plan, as we do know that we will see the Dark Voyager travel through tons of different realities over the course of the rest of the season, with the final one obviously being towards the end of the season, when you'll finally have the final piece of the 0 point, being a big indicator of the next season of Fortnite, consider we do know he's obviously traveling to different realities, and one of these realities is looking to be the all-new Norse mythology reality, as the next season of Fortnite is confirmed to 100% be a Norse-themed season, kind of similar to Myths and Mortals from Chapter 5 Season 2, bringing along tons of your favorite Norse mythology related gods, such as Odin, the Valkyries, and also what looks to be an all-new Fenrir outfit, which is looking to be pretty cool, as we do actually have some information about the next season's Battle Pass, and I have to say, Fortnite are definitely cooking here, as it's confirmed now that we will in fact be seeing the return of the Ice King within the next season of Fortnite, most likely indicating he has been a part of Norse mythology this entire time, maybe even being from Niflheim, which I believe is a realm of ice and snow, which honestly is pretty fitting considering we did even have the Ice Moon back in Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2 when we had the Collision live event. And he's going to be arriving with an all-new look, kind of similar to the Dark Voyager, considering we obviously have a new version of him currently inside of Season 1's pass, and is said to be one of the next season's Battle Pass outfits, which I can easily see being the next season's Tier 100, as he's going to be the most recognizable out of all of these characters. And it's already leaked as well that he will actually be a brand new playable boss that we will be able to transform into inside of the next season of Fortnite. Kind of similar to the way we're able to do it with the 3 current bosses we have on the island right now, with Alien Bill, Hush, and also Beach Brutus. So I'm pretty curious to what kind of special abilities he'll have. But that's honestly a pretty cool skin for the next season's pass. And well, it does also look like we have some others as well, with the arrival of a brand new Valkyrie character. The Valkyries in Norse mythology are basically a group of divine female figures in Norse mythology who serve the god Odin, and are known for actually having wings as well, so this most likely will be her brand new back bling, and could even pave the way to seeing the return of the wings of Icarus back inside of the game, most likely renamed to obviously fit Norse mythology, which I think is pretty cool. It's personally one of my favorite traversal items we had in the game. And the skin itself honestly looks pretty cool. Be sure to let me know down in the comments if you guys would run this one, as it does also look like we're going to be seeing the arrival of a brand new Odin related character, considering we actually had this skin revealed to us as well, which you can clearly see looks like a raven. And if any of you guys do know Norse mythology, Odin is a big fan of ravens, and this character definitely seems to be tied to him. Maybe even could be an NPC henchman. We'll just have to wait and see, as we're probably going to be seeing the arrival of a traditional look for Odin, obviously within Fortnite, with his traditional eye patch, which is obviously pretty fitting. Let me know down in the comments what you think about that brand new outfit. But also, don't forget the 7 are still gradually going to be returning over the course of Chapter 7. And well, it looks like we're going to be seeing a new member here in Fortnite. So far, we do know there is actually one confirmed member of the 7 who is no longer a part of the game, which is obviously the Imagine. She actually died in the Zero War comic book. And Fortnite did confirm this by actually having her name on the hit list from the very start of the season. And well, it looks like Jones himself is going to be taking up the mantle of the legend finally, which honestly is pretty sick. I mean, this was teased all the way back during the Collision live event, with him getting his very own 7 armor, which honestly is pretty cool, and we can finally make the 7 the 7 again, as he's gone through so many changes over the past few chapters, especially with him obviously becoming Vengeance Jones. I think he definitely fit nicely into the 7 now. So be sure to keep an eye out on that, as it's obviously going to revolve around the next season's storyline, with the Ice King most likely being a big villain alongside with that new corrupted order. She is also said to be a brand new skin within the next season's pass. But we are in game right now, and we can see right above Lethal Labs, we do have the gold rift appearing yet again. And well, this is going to get bigger over the next few hours, until finally we will see the cradle make its return to the Fortnite island, and then start beginning to rebuild the 0 points. Definitely be sure you're online over the next 48 hours to see this event happen in game for yourself, as it's honestly gonna be a pretty cool one. I'm honestly so happy with the way the storyline's going so far. But next up, when it does come to the next season's Battle Pass, it does look like we do actually have a whole lot of collaborations, which I know we've already gotten a whole lot of them so far within Fortnite over the past 2 weeks. I mean, we had The Office, we have the regular show arriving in just one day, and the next season of Fortnite is going to be no different, as it looks like we're going to be seeing the Masters of the Universe make its way into the next season of Fortnite, which is basically a really old cartoon. And we do know there's actually a new upcoming movie of it releasing very, very soon, which is easily going to fit in line with that Norse mythology. I mean, the aesthetic is definitely there, and they're very similar, which is going to mean He-Man and also Skeletor getting brand new skins. With Skeletor already rumored to be within the next season's Battle Pass, I think Skeletor is going to look like a pretty cool one. I believe he was already in Call of Duty before. And Fortnite have already sort of done a collaboration with Masters of the Universe beforehand, which you can see right here. This is actually a creative map, which is basically themed around Masters of the Universe. And I personally have never watched this show, but the character design honestly do look pretty cool. And He-Man is definitely gonna be a weird one, I'm not gonna lie, but still sick regardless, as he should also have his sword in the form of his brand new harvesting, with it most likely appearing inside of the item shop. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Skeletor being inside of the next season's Battle Pass, as I think his design looks pretty cool, and I can't wait to see him make his way into Fortnite. So be sure you're staying tuned for that, as we do also have a whole lot of other collaborations, even from the arrival of Ben 10 making its way into Fortnite, which I don't believe is going to end up inside of the Battle Pass by any means, but most likely inside of the item shop. I mean, we've had so many cartoon collabs in Fortnite lately, and well, it doesn't seem like that's going to be slowing down anytime soon. So let me know down in the comments if you think Ben 10 is going to make a nice addition into Fortnite, as they can easily make it so all of his different skins are going to be the different aliens from the show, which I think would honestly be pretty cool. But we do have... oh, we got a Jinx here. Oh my god, we need to pick him up. Somebody else? We really just have... oh my god. What is going on? Everybody is just pushing right now. Come on, buddy. Very nice. Thanks for playing. But for another outfit that looks to be arriving within the next season's Battle Pass is going to be that brand new Fenrir outfit, which we did see on an Epic Games survey as well, which you can see up on screen right here. This is what it looks like. Could end up looking a little bit different once it makes its way into Fortnite officially, as obviously this survey is quite old. As Fenrir could make a super cool addition into Fortnite, which is basically the Cerberus of Norse mythology, as he's basically a giant wolf. But obviously this is him in the form of a brand new skin, which I could easily see being a brand new boss on the island as well. And overall, not a whole lot to say about it other than the fact that it looks pretty cool and definitely fitting of that Norse mythology season, especially with all of the runes that he actually has on his outfit and also the chains. Let me know in the comments what you think about that one, as Fenrir is honestly a pretty cool character. But obviously I know a lot of people are waiting for all of the 7 to make their return, and well, it looks like we could be seeing more of them return over the course of the next few seasons. As we do know that Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2 is only going to last 56 days, making it one of the shortest seasons we're going to have this year, which is leading a whole lot of people to believe we could be seeing an all-new mini-season take place here in Chapter 7. Which could line up with the fact that we did actually have leaks that we were supposed to see a Marvel symbiote themed season, which I think could honestly be pretty cool. I mean, imagine seeing Null in Fortnite, who was the king of the symbiotes. But there is a whole lot of conflicting information about that, as a lot of people are saying that we're not going to have mini seasons. The leaks seem to be very inconsistent, but it's definitely pretty interesting that the next season of Fortnite's only going to be lasting 56 days. Let me know down in the comments what you think is going on here, as the next season's live event is most likely going to end with some sort of Ragnarok, which is basically the end of everything within Norse mythology. But who knows, we could even see the arrival of Surtur, which I think could honestly be super cool. I mean, think of the Titan Hand event from Chapter 5, but dialed up to 11. Be sure to keep an eye out on that, but it's obviously quite a bit of time away from right now. But we do only have 7 people left, and it seems like there's a whole lot of beef going on over here at Battlewood Boulevard. Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of them over here. Oh yeah, a good few. There's one. Oh, come back, bro. God, what is our aim today? Come on. Ooh, okay, okay. Right, let's get a bit closer. Okay, okay. Oh. Somebody else got him. GG's, buddy. And we only have a 1v1 left. Come on, buddy. Where you at? Oh, there he is right here. And down you go. Thanks for playing. So obviously the next season of Fortnite is going to have a whole lot of brand new map changes. And what it looks like we could be seeing somewhat a return of Polar Peak on our Chapter 7 island, which is kind of crazy considering we already have it in the OG Season 7 right now. But it should be upgraded a fair bit, which is most likely where you'll be able to find that brand new Ice King boss, as he is said to be super important to everything going on within the next season of Fortnite, along with an all-new Asgard-like biome, which I think would be pretty cool. I mean, we normally see some small biome changes every single season of Fortnite, and Asgard could definitely make for a pretty cool one. Potentially even with some other realms as well from Norse mythology. I mean, there's so many different things they could do with this next season, even more so than some of the ones we did see back during Fortnite Myths and Mortals. So be sure to let me know down in the comments out of any location you'd like to see get removed within the next season of Fortnite. Which one would you like to see gone? As for me personally, I think I'd like to see the removal of Battlewood Boulevard. But for now, the next season of Fortnite is just 1 month away, and we still have so much left to see within Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 1. So be sure to let me know down in the comments if you guys are excited for an all-new season of Fortnite. But unfortunately, that is all we pretty much have time for here in today's video. And if you did watch all the way to the very end of it, be sure to drop this word down in the comments alongside with your epic game. And if you're not already, do consider using my support creator code YTURA inside of the item shop, as it greatly supports the channel. And if you did enjoy, do be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.